Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection giveaway is Jamie Moore. Email me at KieryGeek@gmail.com your address and I will get it out to you. And it will take a really long time to get there, but that's okay because it'll be worth it. Our guest this week is a writer, and he's posted some of his works on Blog Labs, which is a kind of community blogging site that kind of spawned from the Geek and Sundry forums. Check it out.
My name is Matt McCullar, and I am an aspiring writer and journalist. I've been writing for as long as I learned how to comprehend how letters go together. A big part of me wanting to become a writer was Star Wars, as a matter of fact. When I was a child, I loved Star Wars like nothing else. Wrote some pretty bad Star Wars fan fiction that will very luckily never see the light of day due to the fact that they were lost to the winds of time many years ago. But another thing that inspired me to want to do this was Penny Arcade, which is a webcomic for those of you unfamiliar with it. I discovered them around 2000, 2001, a very formative time of my life as I was just entering high school, and they had a large impact on my sense of humor and how it grew to develop. And the writer for Penny Arcade is an amazing one, and that also pushed me towards becoming a writer to see if I had what it took to write things as eloquently as he does. The best thing about writing is that I find it very stress relieving. That's why it's also my hobby as well as my goal. Just getting words out onto paper can be very cathartic, no matter what situation you're dealing with, whether you're attempting to just capture a moment of time that you particularly liked, or if you're things along those lines. And a lot of people have challenges when they try to start to write. They think they have a fantastic idea and don't know how to get it out onto paper. And this is something that every writer faces at one point. It's a very universal problem. The solution that I've found that works for me at least is just to force myself to write every day. I know for a lot of us these days that's not very realistic to be able to set aside half an hour or an hour just to write, whether it's for a purpose or leisure writing or whatever it is. But if you want to improve, it's the best way to do it, and it's the best way to get yourself in the habit of every day writing something, so that when you do find that one idea that you really want to pursue, you have the discipline in place to work on it every day. Another way to look at it is something that a web cartoonist by the name of Brad Geiger says often. I'm a big fan of his, and that is, you can't possibly do something every day and become worse at it. And I very much believe that, and following that has served me very well, and so I encourage all of you to do the same thing. As far as things that I've learned since I started writing, there is actually no such thing as bad writing. There's just writing that only you understand. And the trick is really in figuring out whether other people will enjoy it, whether it's through consulting with your friends, having someone you trust proofread it, give you suggestions. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Especially here in this community that we're building right now. There's no shame in it, and collaboration can make something good great, and can make something great amazing. And so I would say take all resources available at your disposal, and you'll be shocked at how much better you become. And if not, then you can call me dirty names on the internet. I would understand. And I would also encourage you to visit childsplaycharity.org. It's a charity that sends books, games, and money to pediatric hospitals that do not have the budget for them, so that these poor kids who are terminally ill or seriously injured have something to do to take their minds off of all the terrible things. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you once more to KieryGeek, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon sometime.
This spring, I beta tested Mists of Pandaria, and I had the brilliant idea to record some footage of me playing my panda last week, after the beta was over and I had uninstalled it from my computer, like, way before. So needless to say, I don't have any beta footage of my adorable panda, and seeing all the posters for Mists of Pandaria and now seeing everybody playing their pandas in Mists of Pandaria, I really miss my pandas that I played in the beta test, and they were so pretty, and I want one. Well, I want it back because I had one and it was called Kiery because it was my name and I couldn't think of a name, and the server was so busy, so there was like all the names were taken. Anyway, when I was playing the beta, I was sort of apprehensive about it because it seemed like they stole a lot of it from Kung Fu Panda, which is a movie that came out a while ago, which you obviously know. But anyway, I was like, okay, well, it seems like they're just taking Kung Fu Panda and adding it to World of Warcraft. And while some elements like eating and Kung Fu monk stuff and buoyancy still seem a little related in my mind, just because Poe was sort of bouncy and ate and did Kung Fu. I'm happy to say that I really enjoyed the experience and the storyline and playing pandas, and it was way better than I had thought it would be, and it was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to getting the expansion as soon as I have enough money to buy the digital deluxe version, because I really want that cute little mount in the pet, and anyway, yeah. Check back next week for the playthrough of Mage Wars, which is going to be really cool, and then the week after that, I will announce the details for the start of the Magic the Gathering cards, because hopefully I will have learned to play it by then.